Hey, what's up guys? Matt, Cichlid Dojo, back again with another Trimac update. I'm also going to, at the end of this video, make a quick announcement on a few new species that are available. Also have a decent size fish as well that's available. So stay tuned to the end if you're interested. Anyways, let's get right to the video here. So as you can tell, something's different here about this tank, and it is the substrate. So I got a little bit of information, or a little advice, I guess, through the channel. Another reason I love doing these videos, I always get really good feedback and comments that, hey, maybe I should switch the substrate to a more neutral, darker color. If you recall, previously I had the sand, the pool filter sand, which only comes in one color where I live, and it's a very light coloration. And I've always kind of thought that for Trimacs, that coloration would be best to display their colors. But you could tell from a lot of my previous videos, it was not really washing them out, but they were, you know, kind of be really light in coloration, especially the reds, and that is the biggest difference I can tell. This is about a day in to this new substrate, and the biggest thing I can tell is the reds are showing so much stronger now. You could see the reds on the throat, the reds on the fins. It's just night and day versus before. As far as the other coloration, the body, the yellow, I don't see a whole lot of difference. Maybe that will come with time, but I'm really impressed by the reds I'm seeing so far. Their flower markings seem to be very similar, but you know, I'm going to stick with this for a little bit. Both fish, and we'll pan to see both of them, both sides of them, and both of them are basically showing those reds so much more now than before. So I always thought that was interesting to test new substrates, and you know, I have a lot of this gravel. It's my #1 substrate that I keep here in most of my tanks, and you know, you kind of just get set in those mindsets that, hey, you know, I'm just Trimacs need, you know, really light coloration, sand, and then you kind of just keep that, you know, going forward. And a lot of times it takes you know, someone giving you some advice to spark something to make that change. And so I'm really glad that happened. Got to test a different substrate out. You can see right now with this male here, and I'm going to keep it there for a while. I definitely like the gravel more than the sand. I'm just really not very efficient with cleaning the sand. You know, I'm always, when I siphon out, I'm always you know, pulling sand out when I do buckets. If I do my normal method for water change, which I use basically a transfer pump, electric transfer pump. I think it pumps around 300 to 400 GPH, and there's no way I can use that. I can't even hook that onto a you know, a gravel vac, and to do that, it would just pull all the sand out and break the pump. So yeah, I always struggle with how to keep sand tanks clean, and so I'm glad to go back to my normal gravel, this medium-sized gravel. It's much easier for me to siphon out, and as you know, these guys are really big. I think through the process, I changed the substrate out. I did pull the fish out and put them in those Home Depot 12-inch buckets. And these guys, based on the bucket, were probably right around that 10 to 11-inch mark. So obviously, it's just a huge growth rate. If you recall, I haven't even had these fish for a year, and I got them. I believe this male on the right was around 4 inches when I received them. and the male on the left was right around that 3-inch mark. So just a tremendous growth rate. They just have a huge appetite, so you kind of have to limit feeding, especially if you have them in a tank that's not really big for their size. This is a 90-gallon tank, and I have it divided, so I'm obviously doing very big water changes. I think I'm up to about 2 water changes a week now. One of the water changes are 75%, and then the other I do a little bit less. So very big water changes to keep these guys healthy, and to continue feeding them kind of what they need to keep with their growth and whatnot. So yeah, they're doing really good. Future plans for these guys, if you guys remember from some of my recent videos, the male on the left, which I think we'll pan back to, I had him available, and it didn't work out. Sometimes things just can't line up as far as the shipping and whatnot, and it fell through. So rather than put them available again and really try not to ship fish that size if I don't have to, I think I'm going to hold on to them for a little bit, and maybe in the end, if I do decide to get rid of 1 or 2 of them, I'll do them more locally. And so I'm going to hold on to them for right now, enjoying the 2 divided, and watching the growth rate, and then we'll decide later on. So they're doing well, and I have thought about the female who is in the 180-gallon community tank. She's there anytime I want to kind of add them to the mix, and have her breed with this male on the right is who she's used to. But I really don't need any fry right now. I do have, I believe, around 30 of their fry that I moved. I needed the space. I moved to my buddy Mike Cichlids. I did an update on his fish room recently, and so he's growing those out right now. And the goal is to kind of get them back when they're in the hopefully 2 to 3 inch range, and then I'll make them available. I may pull one male, I'm not really sure, maybe a female, and add her to the community tank. I'm trying to have a lot of fun with that tank, and have a mix of different species and see how they get along. And obviously that female Trimac over there is doing fine. If anything, she's more on the aggressive side than the rest of the fish. So that's the plan for the fry. And I have had some inquiries to get the fry, and I've responded with that situation. So hang tight, I'll get them back, and hopefully when they get close to that 3-inch mark, maybe I'll be able to start guessing with a level of confidence on the sex. The females, I think they get that black blotch on the dorsal, so that might make it easy for me, rather than you guys having to get a group of 10 or 15 fry. You could simply maybe get 2, and if I'm somewhat confident and I would get a male and a female, then that gives you guys a little head start there. So that's the plan right now, and stay tuned for that. I always try to give information on the YouTube channel first, as far as what's available. So stay tuned. But now towards the end of the video, as I mentioned, I'm going to show this Carpentis here, Escondido. So this guy I've had available in the past, but I was also trying to heal up the tail, and it's really come a long way. This fish was in the community tank for a while, and he got a little beat up like some of the fish, and I've just been healing, starting to look really good. About 7 inches, I would guess, is a male. I have a picture of the vent, so if you're interested, message me, and I can send you that. In addition, I also have the Depi fry, which now are officially available, and also the Parachromis multifasciatus, the old Freddy's. Those fry are both in the 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch range, and I have had a lot of inquiries on those, and I said I would announce here first, and that's what I'm doing. So for you guys loyal followers, you can get a jump start. Go ahead and message me if you're interested. And yeah, so excited to get those out in the hobby, and see you guys keeping them. So anyways, thanks for sticking to the end, guys, for the video, and until next time, bye now.